No, Mike. You just call me Peaches. That's adorable. Good. Then you couldn't hear my horrible joke. All right, cool. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I forgot to unmute the mic source. Yeah, it's just me tonight, at least so far. Jay might show up at some point. Anyone else is free to show up if they want to. We'll laugh if anyone gets the reference. Peaches, I don't get that one. I just thought it came out of nowhere. It's kind of funny. But yeah. Did it capture? Did it capture? Did it capture? Ah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, please capture. Peaches the starfish in a dentist's office in Sydney. Is that a reference to Finding Nemo? Because otherwise, I think you and like 5 other people in the entire world would probably get it. Also, why am I a starfish? Also, why isn't this capturing? Oh my god. There we go. Oh. Took its sweet time. So, as has been foretold by the stream title. Boy, you know what? It's been a long time since I've seen Finding Nemo. As has been foretold, we're going to try to turn electricity on. This is going to be a dangerous situation because we got to make sure all these little towns have substations. So I figure we can go up to the hills here, get some more coal, put it into a power plant around here, maybe a new town to staff the power plant because power plant's got to be staffed. If it ain't staffed, we ain't got power. But before that, we got to find one of these electrical connections to an outside country and import it all because I can't build a power plant unless I have electricity turned on. And if electricity is turned on, then I ain't got no power and everybody is unhappy. So before we do any of that, let's do the power tutorial again because I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Let's see, electricity and fuel. I know it well, because I have to import it first. It scares me. I actually left the game running today for like an hour just to get a little more money. Substations are used to deliver electricity directly to nearby buildings. What are you doing, open? Is this kind of quiet to anyone else? It seems kind of quiet. Is it just me? Whatever. Electricity. Electric substation. So these are the things that convert high voltage to medium voltage, which is what houses use. And you can see the connections here. Good job. Oops. We got a lot of choices in types of power lines. These are all medium voltage, and they all are different ratings. That's interesting. In that case, I might be mistaken. I guess high voltage is here, and then the medium voltage connects to that, and then low voltage connects to houses automatically. We'll need multiple power plants to ensure both a good amount of electricity and no blackout due to power station going down. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I kind of figured, like, maybe one power plant would supply everything, but yeah, I know blackouts are an issue due to no staffing. You don't need to import electricity at the plants within range of it. It being people. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Medium voltage. High voltage. Foreign power connection. Sometimes you will need to import electricity in order to start your power plant, or maybe you simply don't want to build your power plant. So we'll import. Good job. Oh man, it shows me the voltage and the wattage. Do I actually need to know this? What's the ohmic rating of all these wires? Do I need to know that too? You need a transformer. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. A transformer, not a substation. Yeah. Similar to substations, power plants deliver electricity to nearby buildings. However, their main purpose is to generate electricity and deliver it across large distances. Yes. Coal power plant. A mod adds in various transformers. Like Bumblebee at Optimus Prime. Good work, comrade. Oh, we just have a mine right here. That's cute. Mine goes to ore refinery, goes to cargo station, goes to power plant. New update added in different voltages, wire types. There used to be no difference between styles until the update. Oh, okay. You're doing great, comrade. Oh, you know what? I need to do something real quick. I need to side stream this in case someone pops in. Hope springs eternal. Build a high voltage switch. Leaded would be proud. Build power transformer. Transformers are used to change high voltage input to low voltage outputs. While some factories will require high voltage inputs, most buildings require low voltage. Advantage of high voltage is that it can transport energy in a large amount by a single wire. Oh, I got one of these just down the road from where I live. Sometimes it's noisy. Sometimes it explodes. Build power lines from power plant to switch. So these are high voltage. Switch goes here. Looks like this can branch high voltage in the same way that pumping stations can branch oil lines. Build power lines from switch to power transformer. Good work. Oh, hey, Purple Cat! Hey there! Whatever I should call you. Power system reminded me a bit about oxygen not included in the way of separating low and high voltage wires, but a bit more fiddly. It's the right humidity and temperature in the air. You can see the pretty blue sparks. Always fun. Yeah, there was something wrong with the substation near my house a few years back, and it would just hum incredibly loudly. Like, it's probably half a mile away as the crow flies, and I could still hear it. Electric substation. Also, glad you can join us. I know it's kind of late for you. I use the royal us there. It's just me. But the station near a city. Hums are usually related to the frequency of the power used. Oh, that's interesting. I guess that makes sense, yeah. I don't know why it would be so loud, though. Alright, now... Okay, so high voltage switches, medium voltages, transformers, and then medium voltage to substations. And I should have plenty of room around the cities to put in power lines. But we'll see. US power is slightly more high-pitched. Yeah, it's 60 hertz instead of 50. Oh, okay, well that was it for power. I'm just going to keep going because I actually don't know much about fuel stations. Not that I'm going to be turning it on. I'm going to deal with one problem at a time. Oh, now it's actually showing the electricity usage. That's interesting. Build a trolley bus trafo to bring power into the trolley bus network. What the hell's a trafo? It's the lost Marx brother, Trafo Marx. Oh, look at this cute little loop. 230 volts too in the walls, so we don't use separate plugs for oven and such. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, my house has a couple of higher voltage, I guess it'd be medium voltage, plugs meant for dryers. Yeah, the washer and the dryer have two separate types of connectors and one for the oven. Beep. Oh shit, that means I'm actually going to have to build one of these. That's a good thing I kept going, because I do have a trolley set up. Ooh. Build a railroad electric connection. I don't have any electric railroads yet. I probably should start building some. So far the electric trains have been kind of crap. What am I building? Electric connection? What's going on? Oh, that one. Okay. Connect the railroad electric connection to the trafo to bring electricity to it. Trafo. 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 Good job. Diesel station. Refueling is not really a problem unless you do not plan on transporting fuel to every distribution office. Required for all rail distribution offices due to scripting. You can place fuel inside most buildings that have vehicles, but gas stations are required for passenger and personal cars. Oh, okay. Interesting. Build a substation near the train diesel station. Do it perfectly or else Lenin won't be proud. Oh, wrong type. Connect the switch with the foreign power connection. The angles of power lines cannot be too sharp. Sometimes you'll have to build the power lines in parts. Yeah, this is medium voltage, though. I can do high voltage. I think that's what you want, right? Because this is a high voltage line, right? No? Well, this is high voltage. But it doesn't... But, comrade. Electrical trains are a bit of an oddball IRL since the country either go 100% of them or not at all. Interesting. Also, electric railways are the most expensive to build / pay for due to requiring more resources to build. Yeah, it is a little finicky. I did this once before. I remember this being a little hard, but... It's a different type, but I mean, okay. You're doing great. Set the foreign power connection to export mode. When your power plants generate too much electricity, you can sell it to neighboring countries. Perfect work. That's all. Alright. It's GTFO here. Yeah, I got stuck on one for a really long time, and I don't remember which one it was, but it wants you to do things exactly, which I mean, I guess makes sense. Otherwise, it'll like desync with itself or whatever. All right, we have to load this, and we're gonna make a save. We're gonna make a special save. We're going to make we're gonna save over this one, and actually, I've never done this before. How do I create these zip saves? Yeah. Well, I don't want to call it that. I want to... Okay, I guess we're not making a very special save. So yeah, I didn't think it'd do 100% exactly what it wanted, and then I couldn't undo it. Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. This is this is interesting music. I was saying I hadn't heard this anywhere else other than that cartoon show, New Spaghetti, from the 60s and 70s, which kind of had a style to this. All right, anyway. Game settings. Energy management. Buildings only. Buildings plus vehicles. Ooh. Let's just do buildings only for now. Like from the early 80s. Old Swedish movies is this style too? Oh, cool. Are you sure you want to change game settings? Yeah. Alright, we gotta reload. Here we go. Oh, God. Alright, we start paused, and that's good. Because... Oh, boy. Ah, I can see here. 33 megawatt hours of power. I assume that's 0.17 megawatts. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to think about this quite a bit. Steel mills are the only factory type that requires its own high voltage line. Really? Well, fuck. Alright, let's start from the buildings first and build the substations. These don't go very far. That is for every steel mill you can get, even with mods. I guess that makes sense. I mean, steel mills require a lot of power, right? Also, it's possible to overload substations. Oh boy! Sure glad I'm doing this! Alright, substation there. The multiple substations for each city you've made. Oh god. Yeah, I kind of thought this with these style of buildings, this place kind of started to look like Pripyat or something. But I'm not familiar with East German style too much. When Purple Can make a picture you happened while I was in East Germany, it looked like this. Oh, that's cool. So you got like that association in your memory, huh? Associative memories like that are fun. Oh, all of these? All the engines? Oh, fuck, I forgot about the engines. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that one covers that one. I guess I'm just gonna have to make this out in the middle of nowhere. That covers everything up here. At that point, you were in East Germany. It's only been united for 20 years or so, so you had modern-looking malls mixed with old worker buildings. I hope I can get the power poles through here. That actually might be a bad idea. It's kind of right in the middle. Let's see. Medium voltage. Does it matter how many megawatts these take? Like, do the higher megawatt ones... Do I need more of those? Hey, wait, what are these? What are these? These like underground wires? Oh, that's what those are. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Cooling pipe, cooling tower. Oh, hey, solar power plant. In 1966? I mean, sure. Oh, but it has to be funded in dollars? Hey, well, I haven't used dollars for any... Oh, wait. No, I have. Wait, why am I paying in dollars? Do I have to pay in dollars for these? Oh, no, I don't have to. That was weird. Coal, gas, solar, wind. Hey, 35 megawatt hours. I could power the whole factory with this. Yeah, right. Single reactor, twin reactor power plant, cooling tower. Yeah, I guess this isn't not photovoltaic, so I guess he could maybe do that with technology in the 60s. I don't know. That's 560 megawatt hours. That's pretty good. How much is this? 1,400? Oh. Shit, never mind. Yeah, they all concentrate on one point and make superheated steam. It's a big power transformer switch. Photovoltaics existed but sucked and were expensive as hell. Yes. God, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Medium voltage. Let's just go with the highest voltage ones they got. Okay, this can go over here. That's good. But I think first I need to figure out what my overall layout's going to be. And I got way too distracted here. I'm not even sure if all of these are are powered. Those are. That is. These are. Okay. So this whole section. I'll make a substation here. And then one over here. These are already powered by outside connections. Which substations would show a circle radius since those lines are finicky? Yeah, I've seen that. This is pretty blinding. I'm just guessing that this isn't going to power everything, so I need at least two of them. Which, oh, I didn't actually put one up here. I thought I did. Whoops. Okay, that's that city. Hopefully powered. Let's do Farmtovia. That's easy. Maybe. So earlier, how much have you played of this so far? You were talking earlier that you pretty much only done the tutorials, but we haven't really talked much since then. Mostly toyed with his systems. That's probably what I should have done. Just done like a sandbox game and fiddle around with all this nonsense. Okay, here's chemical plant zone. I'll worry about road connections for all these later. I assume they can catch on fire. I'll probably need to use underground wires because it's pretty boxed in by the fields. Unless I can build them over the fields, which would be interesting. I guess that's something you could do in real life. How to construct a nuclear power plant and hooking it up, but it wasn't too hard, just fiddly. Yeah, that's the I think that's the thing with this game. It's hard until you realize what you're doing, and then it's just fiddly. Did I get that one? Yeah. So I'm going to need a lot of switches. You can build them over the fields, but it will literally cut the fields in half. Well, you make it sound like Dwarf Fortress now? Well, kinda, yeah. Like, Dwarf Fortress would be a hell of a lot easier if, like, the interface was better. So that's true, I guess. Yeah, he picked it up because, or no, he had it, and then he saw that I was playing it and was like, "Oh wow, I haven't played this yet." So. Did I get this one? No, I didn't. Oh, if I get this just right. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, cool. Alright, that's Oil Ocean. Now I need to do Distro and Fun Have. Yeah, I've been playing Dwarf Fortress for a long time, and what always gets me in the end is the military system. For a long time, I had a lot of problems with like setting up. The biggest thing back when I first started was building a well, because wells require stone blocks and mechanisms and ropes and buckets, and it's like, oh, that's just so much. I can't handle it. And now that's like the easiest thing. But setting up a military, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I hope they do something for it when and if the Steam version comes out. I hope these substations get marked once I've finished building them and they're not connected, because I'm going to forget where every one of these are. And here's the airport. Yeah, it's like, I don't mind it being difficult, but there's like so much you need to keep in mind with regards to, like, okay, where are these guys being stationed? What's their training schedule? Are they training too long? Are they actually training? Is everything set up, like, right? Do they have the right equipment? And then even when you think you set it up perfectly, they just kind of, like, hang around in the barracks and do stuff. Like, I guess maybe that's intended. See, that's the thing. I don't really know. They'll do like these training drills, but they don't really do anything. They just kind of stand around and talk, I guess. And it's not until they get more experience that they actually spar and gain experience. Okay. All right. I'm going to be importing power from here. Let's see if I can do this. Let's build a high voltage switch, because this factory is definitely going to need it. Oh my god. For nuclear power, you need raw uranium ore, which gets turned into liquid uranium, which takes an extremely long time. Then it's turned into UF6 with chemicals, which is turned into nuclear fuel with chemicals. Upon use, it turns to nuclear waste, which needs to be stored or transported away. It literally costs money to take it out of the public. There's a mod that allows a literal implausibility even for this period in nuclear fusion, yeah. There were also ideas they outright removed because it never worked in Dwarf Fortress, like Economy. I think it was pending a rework. I remember Economy! So, at some point, was it like after you attracted like a king or something, you had the option to go from... I'm talking about Dwarf Fortress, just to be clear. This isn't Soviet Republic stuff. In Dwarf Fortress, at some point you could transition from what was basically a medieval, like, telling dwarves what to do system to an economical one where dwarves would earn money by doing jobs. And they would use that money, which you minted. You would either get credits, which is preferable because credit doesn't have like an actual physical presence in the world. It's just imaginary, quote unquote. Whereas if you minted coins, then the coins would just get scattered everywhere. And they would use that to rent rooms, and then you could build shops that dwarves could claim if they had enough money, and then sell stuff like clothes and stuff like that. But it was very, 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 very janky. Anyway, we need a switch. I'll just put that right here. Turns out players preferred paper money than money that was based on actual value because way less janky. Just like in real life. Well, coins are heavy, and unstacking things is very problematic. They're all so different. I'll just go with the highest one. I don't even know how much they cost. Shit, actually, I'm going to need a transformer at some point. But can I keep going with this high voltage? Let's see, high voltage. No, I can't. Well, fuck! This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, I guess I need another switch. I'm really hoping this doesn't come out of my coffers until they start actually building this stuff. So, okay, we need a switch. Whatever. Yeah, like this. Okay, high voltage wires. Like this, because it needs to go to medium voltage, right? Okay. This would probably be a lot easier if I actually set it up this way in the first place. Wait, can these branch? Or do they have to be straight? The tutorial was like, you can't make it too sharp, but I can just make it sharp if I want to. Oops. Ha ha ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. I don't know. Oh, God. I wish I could see these to-be-built lines a little easier. Because I can't really unpause the game, otherwise everyone is without power. But I can't go beyond that. And I don't think I can branch these, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. But I can switch them. Okay, so... Alright. So I need to switch this first. And then I'll need another switch over here. And then, oh, I forgot about up here. Oh, God. What did I build? I mean, crossing not allowed. Something I thought was fascinating in Soviet area. They had soda and it was fairly popular, but their dispensers were basically soda fountains with communal glasses. Yeah, I saw that, or I've seen that. Yeah, yeah, just like a machine that dispensed like a, like a soda fountain at a restaurant. Only they had just like a literal glass, drinking glass, that was either like chained to the machine, or I guess they use the honor system to make sure you wouldn't steal it. And I assume they came, by occasionally and cleaned the thing. Yeah, apparently Pepsi kind of broke into the Soviet Union first. And then... Oh, God. Oh, okay. And then later Coke did. What killed them off wasn't health concerns, but inflation. All that carbonation, it gets me inflation. It did not have a navy? What do you mean by that? Oh, I wish there was like a power overlay or something. Since the coin mechanism needed to be replaced with inflation. Oh, that's true. Yeah. It's like, oh, this takes, 2 rubles or whatever. Oh, and now tomorrow it takes 10, and shit. So that reminds me, actually, I've been watching this YouTube channel called Restore and Rescue, where this guy basically just takes old beat-up stuff, usually metallic items like toys or just old things, and then puts all the pieces in a sandblaster and gives them a nice coat of paint. But they did this this one I just watched today, actually, of an old 1960s era parking meter, American parking meter. And that was cool because the parking meter itself was like all, it was all rusted, all the paint was chipping away. But what's cool is that inside the thing is a clockwork mechanism, because it needs like a clock to be like, okay, you have 2 hours until your time expires. So you put in a coin, and that lets you like crank the thing, and then that charges the clockwork mechanism, and it just kind of goes. And it's interesting because like everything on that machine was like just totally beat up and horrible looking. But then he opens up the inner mechanisms, and the actual clockwork mechanisms were in a like a sealed rubber chamber, basically, where it was completely protected from the elements. So it was like in pristine condition. It was cool. Why do I not have another... Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm importing power, too. Oh, these are still being built. Oh, God. Okay, so I guess I have a little bit of time. Now, from what I understand, I can just basically import as much as I want because I'm only going to be using what I need. And therefore, I'm only going to be paying for what I need. A rumor about Soviet Pepsi was given enough decommissioned warships as payment for the syrup that it was considered... Oh, that's right! I think I've heard something about that. That's wild. That's not right. Like, I mean, not that it's wrong. Like, factually, I don't know if it is or not. But that's weird. Soda should not have its own navy. Okie dokie. There is no pay for what you want mechanism electricity. You'll be paying for voltage every second. Okay, well, I'll just leave it on high and then figure out what I need later, I guess. Hopefully I don't blow through my 4 million rubles in like the 5 seconds after I turn this off. Okay, what else? Maybe there is an overlay. Trains, ships, airplanes, helicopters, buildings, building properties. Productivity, free flats, construction, wattage, voltage. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cool, 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 cool. So that'll let me see sort of what buildings have power and what don't. Boy. This is probably a lot easier than I'm making it out to be. I just need a system of like making a switch before every one of these. Why is this way out in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, whatever. It's probably what I thought was best. Fuck, where did I leave off? Did I not branch this again? God damn it. Why am I so stupid? Oh, I did branch it off and it's over here? I feel like I did something like that. No, I don't see it. Excuse me, conveyor. Excuse me. I think I might have to just let this finish constructing, see what's powered, and then go from there. Because these wires are really fucking hard to see. So I got this one. I got this substation. I got this one, which is actually powered. And I can make a switch here, I think. And then continue it on down. Oh, boy. Alright, let's let this finish, I guess. Oh my god, look at this fucking mess. Oh, that looks horrible. Whatever. Overlays. Voltage. Okay, these are getting powered. 229 volts. A brilliant volts. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's powering up now. Okay, so I need this one. This one. So I got a switch here. I need another switch to go from there, and then over here, and that'll be it for this area. Oh my god, level, damn you. I really should have another switch just for this, or like an underground wire or something, because otherwise I'd need to have a high voltage switch, which I need anyway for going down here, then another transformer just for this. Let's see, or I could just connect here. That would work, I guess. Okay, now let's see, I need a high voltage switch. Delete this, I guess. Okay, that's one town done. 4 or 5 more to go. Oh boy. This is gonna be nasty. Did I already build substations out here? Yeah, I did, didn't I? I just gotta find them. Okay. Let's see. Let's have the high voltage lines go down through here. And then I can switch them and then go left and right. That sounds good. Okay, we got a substation here. We got a substation here. Here. 4. That's 4, I think. Okay, I guess a single substation or transformer should do it. Nope. This has to be a terminus. Okay. So, another switch. Transformer. Medium voltage. All right. Oh, I didn't see that one here. Okay, so that's 5. That's still good enough. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, they show up with electrical connections, so it's easy to make them out. That's good. That one's connected already. Start from the substation, make it a little easier on myself. I think that's the last one here. Maybe I'll mess with this later when I am trapped in an area where I can't use regular lines. But for now... Alright. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 substations. Alright, this is getting easier the longer I do this and the better feel I have for this. So we just need a switch here. Transformer. Let's actually switch this here. Oops, wrong side. Gotta have room for something going in. Left side of it. There it is. That wasn't so bad. Assuming I actually got everything. And I guess also I can get a loan. So if I If I run out of rubles, it's not the end of the world. Okay, here's probably where I'll start using underground wires. Is this seriously just these three? Wow. No, 4. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this right here. Oops. High voltage switch. Power transformer. Ah! Let's try branching this. Okay. I guess we dug up the field to get to it, but that's fine. I think building is in the way. It's well, okay. I guess that's can't dig up the buildings. Too sharp of a... God damn it. Alright, let's hope that works. Because if it doesn't, I don't know how I'm ever going to find it again. Oh, 3. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's save room up there. There. Alright, let's do Farmtovia next. Oh. I'm gonna have to power all these pumps along the way. Well... Right, I got 1, 2, 3, plus this, so 4. That should be fine. Easy peasy. Now then, so 1, 2, 3. I can have a transformer right here, I guess. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. But that might be too far for medium voltage lines to go. I don't know what the... I don't know what the length limit for medium voltage is. The game was a little vague on that point. I guess I can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I guess I can put this transformer up here. Oh my god, I think that might be it. Holy shit, that was an hour's worth of work. Okay. Now we unpause. And my coffers drain as I build 1,000,000 power lines all at once. I'm glad I let the game run for an hour earlier. I started with, what, a little over 4 million? Okay. Oops. Oh, those haven't been built yet. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Okay, that's gonna need power. Let us make a underground wire, maybe? Put a switch here. I wish there was a shortcut button for the demolish tool. Not wholly realistic power system, but I can understand why they do that. Yeah, I mean, this is... I don't know, this seems like one of the more realistic ones. I mean, it's a lot more realistic than just, like, putting in power lines and having buildings automatically connect up, like in, say, Cities Skylines. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright, medium voltage switch. Why did I put it that way? Oh, well, I can use underground wires. There we go. Voltage goes up, wattage stays at 0. I don't remember why. Wattage is like pressure, right? Power systems are all starting to start undervolt rather than cause power outages in remote areas. That's true, I guess. But how do you gamify something like that? That's my question. Oh my god, it actually works. Aside from like one little hiccup, I'm surprised I actually got this done. Cool. Alright, so, what are we actually using? Well, given that we're... Let's see, wattage. Red. Red is... Okay, so we're taking in like about 6 megawatts. Is that what I'm getting? And then the rest of it's kind of flowing down. Yeah, 2.8 megawatts. Alright, so let's turn down our import from 18 megawatts down to, let's say, 9. Alright. Next goal, make a new city right around here where we can put our power plant. And we'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's take a look around. Well, we got lots of coal here. That's good. If I were to open up my fossil fuels tab and go to coal. So I haven't really gotten to show this off yet. But you can see these red dots all around the mine I'm trying to place. That means there's no coal in this source. You can see 0%. But I know from the mini-map that there's some here somewhere. There's a little bit here. You can see it's starting to turn yellow. Oh, here's some green. I can't tell how much specifically because I need to flatten that. There's a little bit... Oh, there's quite a... Oh, hey, there's a whole bunch up here. Oh, here's a good rich spot. Let's flatten that and see what we got. %. Wow, that's actually better than my other coal mine, which is only like 47. Alright, there are some considerations to take into account here. Mainly, this is extremely hilly terrain. We will either have to flatten a lot of this, or put the town farther out here, which is possible. But I've had a lot of problems with staffing mines, even with this short distance. A relatively short distance, anyway. Oh, this is an interesting little canyon. I didn't notice this. You don't really see it when we don't have the terrain overlay open. Well, okay, that didn't actually cost as much as I thought it would. March, February... Immigrant, import, export. Oh, we're exporting quite a bit. That's good. So we are still making money. I don't know if our power imports are being represented on this yet. But I think I can just level terrain for free if I use construction options. But I don't know. I'm still not entirely clear how that works. So again, if you weren't here, so I basically have the option to pay for stuff with rubles, dollars, or my own resources here in the Republic. I can also do that with terrain leveling. And when I do that, need a free bulldozer. Oh, okay. So they're all busy. So I guess if I have a bulldozer, it just does it. And oh yeah, that's right. Irwin was saying that like you need excavators to remove terrain and bulldozers to raise terrain. And currently, I am building a couple of apartments somewhere. Whatever. I'm building a couple of apartments. So I don't have any free equipment at the moment. 3 megawatt hours. I don't know how this number is really useful to me. Because megawatts, that's like, what, how much I use in a second? But I don't know how many megawatt hours that is. I don't know. You know, electricity is hard. What even is electromagnetism? We just don't know. So yeah, this is a good spot for a coal mine. But I want to level this area out because we'll also need a coal refinery. And then like all the infrastructure we'll need with regards to roads conveyors power lines. So I'll just flatten this out with rubles. Precious, precious rubles. Let's do this. I can't help but notice that I can't really adjust these these rocky areas. That must be intentional. In that case, let's raise it up here. While I piddle away our precious income. That did not work at all. This is bullshit! Wow, I cannot adjust this at all. Wow. Okay, never mind. I guess we're gonna have to figure out a solution. Rocks not be adjusted at all. Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, this is such a good spot, too. Damn. Can I at least... Oh, it's so expensive. But even if I were to... I mean, our construction offices are like half the country away. I could build more. Maybe I will. I'd still have to import everything, though. Unless I set up another system to transport all these boards and bricks and steel to where I need to go. But boards and bricks are cheap. Steel's not. But, I don't... Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything else closer by? Let's see. I mean, that's the best spot. Everything else is further in the mountains. Could go way out here. But I mean, that's still kind of garbage. $1,400 megawatt hours. 1,050 megawatt hours. Well, this is just oil. That's just pumping from the ground. That's not even fuel. 15 workers? Is that all? But it also needs 3.4 megawatt hours. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking specifically of like OpenTTD, where the late game is just like flattening everything you can, and then just having these little mountains where radio towers are. I guess so. Yeah, so I mean, you can make bitumen and fuel from oil, so I kind of figured fuel would be used for this power plant, but I guess not. How much is this anyway? This is only slightly more expensive. I mean, granted, it's like half the power output, and I'm sure that's, you know... Again, I'm playing on easy mode, so it's like always sunny, and there's always a slight breeze blowing for wind plants. But, no, I'm just... You know what I'm doing? I'm dithering. When I could be working, Alright. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. You know what? Since everything's all nice and set up, I can save now. And now we can figure out what we're doing here. So coal can just barely sit here, or a coal mine rather. Problem is the conveyor is kind of going out this way. But maybe that'll be okay? Alright, let's make a little landing like right here where we can have a bus station. Let's see, from center... And you know what, let's just keep going on this direction too, then we can have the coal purification plant, or whatever it's called. We can just have a basic bus stop, since this isn't going to be transporting people back down, unless I do something stupid again, like have people live up here. Which has proven to be a bad idea. Coal plants only have slots for 15 workers due to constant supply of workers as needed. So long as kindergartens are not needed because RNGs can send all the stay-at-home to the flat that you assign to the power plant. Oh, that's right, I can assign an actual homes, can't I? Yes, that's a good idea. And it looks like I really only need one power plant as far as actual power goes, but like you said, maybe having two would be a good idea for redundancy's sake. Make sure that's less than 400 meters. Oh yeah, that's good. And let's see here. Oh yeah, coal, fossil fuels... coal processing plant. I love how this little tiny mine can have like 200 workers, but this big factory is only like 15. Oh yeah, one cool feature I didn't talk about. So this layout is kind of bad because I need coal coming in from the right, but it only puts in coal out from the right. But if you press T, you can mirror the layout, and now I can kind of have something like this, where the coal will come in from the right and go up down the bottom. The only other game that comes to mind that has dirt from building terraforming is Transport Tycoon. Really? Now that you mention it, I can't think of any others, yeah. Well, that was a nice meaty thud. Alright, now we gotta figure out where town is going to be. This is probably a good spot. It's fairly close to everything else, so I can connect if it needs to. Most games have terraforming where the grass stays put. It's kind of weird when you think about it. It's like the world is deflating. We'll have to switch back across this mountain. And again, if I'm going to use a series of conveyors like I did over here, then I'm going to need to power all of them, but that's something we can think about later. But this is a decent spot, I guess. So let's just kind of make it main street. It goes through here. Again, like I said, people can only walk 400 meters. I'm going to keep this fairly short with a bus station in the center. I don't know if this is necessarily a good layout, but it's worked well so far. I don't know. So let's see, we need a bus station right in the center. Oops, not a bus stop, a bus platform, so we can hold more people. Ideally, we probably need like 2 of these. I've been needing 2 lately. One for like work-related stuff, and maybe another for getting around to other towns, if need be. Where the actual power plant can go? I don't know. Let's see how big it actually is. Well, it's actually small. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Oh, it's got things for high voltage and low voltage. That's nice. Our connection is that way. Let's start with one. And we can build more later if needed. So I'll just need space to put one, yeah, like over here-ish, I guess. Let me mark this off so I know where my limit is as far as houses go. Alright, here we go. Wow. That was a lot easier than the last time I did this. I guess I'm getting the feel for how this works. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot though. Here comes the hard part. Conveyor engines. That's liquid pipes. There we go. Conveyor connection. So I can't do it in one go, obviously. So I need a conveyor engine, which needs to be... Oh, this is going to take a while. Oh, no, actually I didn't. Now, will this be able to connect? Nope. Hills are in the way. But this will work. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on. Oh. Look at my rubles go down. Holy shit. There we go. Okay. Alright. Now, this needs to also go down here. Hey, it can power it. That's nice. Now, unfortunately, conveyors, unlike, say, pipes, have to have a direct connection. So I can't just be like... For instance, a pipe, I can go like, okay, I want this to go here, but I also want it to go up, and then I want it to connect and then like do all kinds of crazy stuff. I can't do that with conveyor belts. That needs to be connected from either two buildings directly or between one or more aggregate conveyor things. So I can't put this out here because it's not going to connect because the road's in the way. So unfortunately, I need to have this like right here. And then, will this really not connect? Come on. Can't build bridge pillars due to infrastructure below. Okay, I probably just built this road a little too close. We can fix that. delete this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright. Conveyor engines. There we go. These can be surprisingly long. And if I build a second one here, then this can split the coal between the two. I guess I should have it near the road. Yeah, you know what? Let's have it near the road. That way I can put the substations in fairly easily. Like I said a couple times ago, in my original setup for my steel plant, I was transporting my coal and iron via cable car, which was really fucking cool, but unfortunately it's just way too slow. So this is the way to go, it seems. Wow, that was not as painful as I thought it would be. Cool. Alright, let's set up our necessary items. I'm just trying to think of what other things I need to keep in mind, because I want a warehouse on the outskirts for goods and alcohol, obviously. And of course I need space for substations now. Oh yeah, Jay linked me a video about how, at least as far as the last step of goods transfers goes, like for instance, transferring food and alcohol from a warehouse to a restaurant or pub, it's better to use an actual line as opposed to a distribution center. And I can kind of agree with that in a little bit. Then again, I'm not as probably, you know, as skilled and as knowledgeable as this guy was. But basically his argument is that, like, okay, say you've got, like, a warehouse here, you've got a distribution center, and you've got, like, say, 5 grocery stores that you want to stock. If you do it via distribution center, your car is only going to go load as much as one grocery store needs, and then head back for the next job, and then go, and then come back, and then go, and then come back. Whereas if you just set up a line to be like, okay, fill this 100%, let it stay until it's full, and then go to each of those grocery stores in turn, it's gonna hold a lot more, and then like deliver all in one go as far as it can go. The problem I see with that is that it really only works, as far as I can tell, with like a really, you know, a large truck that can hold a lot. And I feel like the grocery stores at the very end of the line, at the very end of the queue, are not going to get serviced as well, because the truck is going to run out of goods before it gets to that point. But I don't know. I still feel, I mean, I can see how it would be faster, but once it reaches a certain point, I feel like you're not going to get as good service. Anyway, as I was saying, we need a pub. This is just starting to become my default town layout. We need a shopping center. And this does have a factory connection, so I could put a warehouse right there. But no. No. That's a bad idea. I don't know why, it just feels like it's a bad idea. I'm also considering putting in like a museum instead of a cinema for culture. I could turn the price way down, since I'm not getting tourists or anything from this. Footpath can go through there. cool. And of course I have a radio station now, so citizens are getting a little bit of culture out of it. Alright, let's do a hospital here on the outskirts. Yeah, you gotta have a fire station next to the power plant. If Chernobyl taught me anything. Oh, that takes a while, huh? Wow. I just wanted to see how far it was, but I guess it doesn't matter because it doesn't actually have a road connection. Yes, there we go. I'll just put a bus station there regardless. Let's see. Bus. I've been told it's a bad idea. Oh shit! I just realized. I've been told it's a bad idea to oh god, to use trolleys. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh, I need a transfo. Oh, transport. Okay. I just realized I got. You shouldn't use trolleys to transport people to a power station because if the power goes out, they can't get to work. I have a trolley station. I have a trolley line. It's barely moving because I guess they're getting out and pushing. I completely forgot I needed an electrical substation trafo thing for this. Okay, refueling, energy management. Okay, oh no. It's only if you have energy management for cars. Okay, these are just moving slowly because I'm in. I don't know why it's going slow actually. It's going at like half its top speed. What's wrong, buddy? You don't even have anybody in you. Is it going uphill? What's going on here? The ones coming back are going like half as fast. Oh, hey, Restokiki, how's it going? It's going okay, and then it slows down. And then it speeds up. And it slows down. Yeah, it just slows down. Why is that? I mean, it's irrelevant. They're not going to be carrying anybody. But, like, I'd like them to be back here in a timely fashion to transport, you know, workers. Oh, yeah, these are coming along. Anyway. Oh my god, I just noticed how much money we're losing. Holy shit, what happened? Foreign manpower. Oh my god, it's costing like $1 million to build this? Holy shit. Or, well, you know, 1 million rubles, you get what I mean. Oh my god, that is scary. That's a... Oh, fuck, I should have built this myself. Now it wouldn't even take even longer. I mean, think about it. I mean, this has taken forever. Like, it would have taken, like, literal years to build this myself. Let's see. We should connect this, I guess. Come on, come on. There we go. I don't really need to connect this, I don't think, but I want to. Alright, so no power yet because we don't have any people, so it doesn't really matter. It's a moot point. Do I have everything I need here? I got the fire station. Before I forget, get some ambulances going. Get a fire ladder truck. Culture, food, clothing, electronics, alcohol, sports. What is it that people want? That's basically it. Loyalty. That's what I want. Yeah, let's just do this, I guess. Let's give him the nice one. Oh, I should make a vehicle. Yeah, that's why I needed to connect it, because I need vehicles to actually be able to get in here. Yeah, I knew it wasn't for naught. Oh, that's terribly off center. Oh, I don't care. Alright, now I need power. Okay, I'll also need, like I said, a warehouse on the outskirts. So probably over here. Cargo, warehouse. And I'm going to try and do this a little bit smarter and have one for alcohol and one for food. Oh, actually, let's see. Near that. There we go. Ah, so close together, goddammit. No, the money, it's slipping through my fingers. Why are you gonna do this to me? Why are you gonna do this to me? No. There we go. Okay. Happiness is low. Yeah, I know. 'Cause you ain't got power. You ain't got power. You can't do anything. Oh my god, my money. My money. Oh. Okay. The substation. Wait, what? I did this. What? Wait, what? Wait, what did I say? Did I say something that like I was? Wait, what did I say? Okay, let's go there. Let's get power from the power station. I did this to myself. So that's getting that one. We need to get these 3. Oh yeah, and I need to connect this up to the grid. So I need another switch here. I really should have put that on the bottom so I could put this up top. Ah, whatever. Okie dokie. Medium voltage switch. Oh shit, I lost sight of it. Where is it? No. There it is. Okay. I know I couldn't see it. I always forget I have that on. Shit, I need another switch. Wait, no, I was gonna... Okay, I gotta leave this area clear in case I need another power plant. Shit. In fact, this is all kind of too close to... What is this anyway? Oh, high bottom temp. Haha. Medium voltage switch. Okay. We need buses. We need lots and lots and lots and lots of buses. There it is. Okay. Get in here. Stop here. Stop here. Spread out the line. Start, 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 start. Oh, this is considered part of Steelworks. Huh. Whatever. Building is without power. Whoops. Oh, that's because it's coming directly from the plant. Ah, fuck. Okay, well, we need some way to connect to the main grid. You there, boy! What day is it? It's Build More Power Infrastructure Day, sir. Gotta be careful I don't delete these ones. They're more expensive. Oh, you're way down here. Oh, hi. There. Alright, these don't have power. That's because this doesn't have power. Nobody's gonna work at the power plant because the bus station isn't powered. Where's the nearest substation? Why is it like this? I did this to myself. Alright, can I fit a substation and a switch in here? Beep, beep. Power supply. Power supply. Oh, you do have power supply. Yay. I just gotta wait for these fucking buses to get over. Here we go. Hi, buddies. Hey. Yeah, how's it going? You did this to yourself. I may have to try to make a video and show how... Oh! You're saying I fucked up real bad, huh? That does not surprise me. Yeah, like a video would actually be appreciated. Oh, electricity problem, huh? Really? There's a problem with more buildings. There's no electricity. This one? Really? Well, that one's not getting anything. No wonder. Hello? Why aren't you getting any power? Oh, did I go over my limits on import? Let's see. Wattage. I'm pulling 6 megawatts, if I'm reading this right. And I'm importing 9. Let's up that to 10, just to see. Oh, that must be it. Yeah, that must be it, because that is way undervolted, I think. No, wait, that's right. Yeah, I should only be pulling... Yeah, I hope it's pulling, less than a megawatt. Oh, these are overloaded. I see. So these are pulling 2.4. These can only handle 2.35. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, let's leave that open. Are any other lines that are having problems? Just this one? Yeah, I just did a daisy chain with this, and that was probably a bad idea. A lot of these aren't getting anything. This isn't getting anything? Question mark? Okay, it looks like it's just one line that's overloaded. In fact, these are getting kind of close too, come to think of it. How much can these hold? 18 megawatts? So that's not even close. Now, what am I gonna do about this? What am I gonna do? Huh. Well, this is fine as soon as it gets up to here, so I guess I need another line of high voltages and then connect it here? I don't know, that's probably a bad idea. Oh, too much electricity is flowing through the wires. What's your solution? More electricity. Oh, I got two. Whoa, I got... Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I fucked up here. Oh, this is where I was building before, and then I completely lost sight of it. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. Okay. Alright, well, let's save again. In case I black out the entire country. And let's demolish. Let's make a high voltage switch. Okay, transformer. And it's a medium voltage switch. It kind of worked. Worked a little bit. Ooh, I know what I can do. I can break this connection, put another switch over here, and then split the load between the two. Oops. Oops, I broke those for a reason. American Grid, aka overloaded. Really? These two? Well, okay, it's sort of balancing out now. It's just this one line. Well, if I connect this back up, will I load balance it? Or no? Okay, now it's fine. All right, well, that sort of worked. Yeah, cooling towers are, used to cool water, which is how you make power. You get water hot and turn it to steam. And then you got to get the water cool to turn it back into water again. Buses haven't got up here yet. I could just... I could just... You know what? Let's just... buy some coal. And have this working. Or not, because... Oh, right. No workers. Power plant can have a little coal as a treat. No, it can't because it doesn't have any workers. I need... what am I doing? I can just go to the source. There. There we go. Now, what happens if I shut off my import deal? I feel like we're making less than we need. Because we are up to like, what, 6 megawatts on import, and we're only producing 4? Oh. Buildings without power supply. Well, we just need more people to work here. So I need to force some people. Where the hell is it? There's too many clouds in the way. Here we go. I don't suppose you can just walk here if I do this. No workers. Oh my god. How hard is it to get you fuckers to actually go someplace? Yeah, I might have to. No, well, I mean, I don't think coal supply was my problem. I mean, I can just buy coal. It's just that no one's working there. See, this shows I'm only importing like less than 4 megawatts. So, I mean, this should work. As long as people work here. I'll just, you know what? I'll build another house. I don't give a shit anymore. Hey, there we go. Now coal is flowing. Why is production percentage so low, though? Oh, is it producing what we need, and that's why it's low? So if I were to say, do that, and then start selling. Oh yeah, now this is up to 8. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Hey, yeah. There we go. This is working now. Those buses 100% look like they crashed. God, you know, the way these cars drive sometimes, they'll be like, oh, this car's going too slow. I'll pass it, and then just, like, phase through another car going in the opposite direction. Alright, are buses just programmed to, like, go slower when they're, like, empty? Oh, that's right, because, yeah, duh. They're set to space out the line. Okay. Look, alright, go where you want to, but just, like... just make sure this has got people in it. Are you all going on the bus up to here and working in the mines like I told you to? Sort of. There's plenty of jobs. I'm sorry you have to take a bus. I know, it sucks. I could give you cars if you want, maybe. You could program the route to only pick up workers for drop-off. Yeah, I mean, I could. That's actually... Okay, so here's what I don't understand. Why are passengers and students waiting at this stop? There's nowhere for them to go. They'll literally just stay there until they get sick of it and then leave. Or here, like, this bus stop doesn't even have a line assigned to it. I just got people, like, lined up and waiting for nothing. That's never gonna happen. They can live in the mines for no transit. Like, do people just show up at the bus stop and then, like, hope a bus is gonna come? I kind of figured it'd be the other way around, but I don't know. I need to eventually transfer over some stuff, but whatever. They will stay there because they think they can use it for travel to appease one of their desires. Why don't they use the bus station that actually has a line assigned to it, though? And what desires do they have? Like, everything they need is right here. Like, I can see, like, oh, you know, I want to go to another city for education. But these are just passengers, they're not workers. The only way this bus goes is to the power plant and to the mines. I don't know. But it works. It works. It's where... You know what? We can even go higher. Let's just bump that up a bit. Export a little more... Well, hey, Jay. How's it going? It's a desire to sit on an uncomfortable bus for hours, yeah. What's worse, sitting on an uncomfortable bench or sitting on an uncomfortable bus? Ooh, kind of running out of coal here. Enjoying the show. Hi, everybody. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, nobody's working at the coal ore processing plant. I probably just straight up need more workers. I'm at 0% unemployment. That's not right. Let's see here. Where can I expand that's in range of this? I built this kind of stupid. I should have built... This was like my second city. So I wasn't building bus stations in a central location. I wonder if I could just extend a path up here. Let's see. This is an extremely steep cliff. Oh my god. Takes a crash course in trying to play this game. I've experienced the last 3 years. That must be an interesting experience, coming at this game from the beginning, or at least close to it, and seeing how it's changed over the years. Alright, how far away is this? Oh, this could go quite a bit farther, actually. I could have another line of houses right here. That's probably fine. Actually, is it fine? Yeah, it's fine. These have been catching on fire a lot lately. I hope that's not a trend. Anyway, yes, how are our services here? Getting full, but not over capacity. One of the first things they fixed for the best was prevented the game from eating so much video memory that it literally crashes to prevent the video memory from eating itself. Yeah, this game has not crashed at all on me, which is nice. In fact, it's run pretty much flawlessly. Oh, look at all these messages I have. You moved in 5 seconds ago. I'm sorry that you're unhappy. Maybe you should try doing something about that. Good job. Okay, yeah, they can just look at the food. That's good. The mines. Alright, you guys... If I tell you to work here, you're going to fill up the building, and then everybody else will be like, I don't have a job. Could you help me find a job? I wish I could just tell you guys to go, like, 15 of you, go here. Everyone else, figure it out on your own. I'm not your dad. I mean, I don't know. This is the Soviet Republic, and I am your dad. I don't know. It's right here. You got a job right here. You need a job? Oh, you got jobs. You decided you want to, like, go into town to get a job, or go here, or I don't know what you do, but you need no doing, only mooing. They are doing it the best way possible, playing the government. And Soviet Republic, Dad, is you. God damn it, guys. I need, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, new shift in. Good. Okay. I need that steel. I need money, guys. I need the money. We need the dough. That dough. Dare I export more electricity? Papa Zombie? You know, I think I already did that. Yeah. The mine is at 79% and the processing plant is at 19. That's just nobody wants to take the bus to get here, and nobody who lives here wants to work here. I don't get the reference. Papa Zombie? Like, you know, like the pizza, Papa Murphy's. No? I don't know. Look, I'm just a cat. I don't know anything. But I do know that trees are your friend. Will you stop setting buildings on fire? Just settle down. I do love this fire truck though. It's like a toy. Look at it. It's so tiny. Even the siren sounds like a toy. It's just a chubby little fella. Oh, go ahead, I guess. It's easier to burn down your home than to work. I don't feel like working today. I'm going to burn the house down. I just realized I can't limit an amount if there's only one thing in here. And I do not want 325 tons of alcohol. But yeah, my distribution center down here is kind of not working very well because too much stuff is going into these. I've tried to trim it down a bit. Like, this is just for plastic for the cars. The other two are for food and alcohol, but they kind of... that works okay. But then there's this, which is holding 3 types of flat pack goods. And... I don't think the trains quite know what to do with it when it gets too full. I guess it's working okay. They're pretty much even though. Now that I think about it. So I don't know. By the way, how are cars going? Cars are going kind of slow for some reason. Oh my god! I swear to fuck. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I have the entire area. Can I see like my range for fire? Where's the boards? There they are. Oh. Oh. They're all right here. La 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 la. Oh yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was gonna have alcohol and food here so they could distribute it to, you know, the restaurant or whatever. But yeah, I don't want every alcohol going in here because, like, I can say like, oh, I want this filled if it's less than 10%, but then the trains will be just like, okay, got it, boss, and then send off 4 of these giant cargo containers and fill the entire thing with alcohol that'll take me, 50 years to get rid of. I don't know what to do now other than just kind of wait around and hope I make money. Oh, you know what? Let's beautify the place a little bit. Let's put a nice fountain. Right here. Christmas lights. Fences. Comrade bar drinks. Oh. Ooh. Let's barricade the secret police. It's too cloudy. Where is it? There it is. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that would have been really cool if I had thought to do that beforehand. Oh, well. La 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 la. Wait, what is this? Oh, is that just decorative? You can single a person out by building a fence around them. I don't think that's possible, considering they never leave the road. Come on, come on. Yes. Oh, 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 can I string this between buildings? Up, wiggly, or normal? Oh, that's cool. It's in a bad spot though. It's covering a window. Okay, what do these other ones do? Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's neat. You can see. Oh yeah, it's the Iron Curtain. Yeah. Look, it's the Christmas light curtain. Okay, this one's wiggly. Oh wow. That looks horrible. If I'm gonna do this, I need to do it properly. I don't know, like, why is it wiggly? Oh, here, I know. Let's cheer these poor animals up. Can't find string, must play with them. Look, I'm nothing if not predictable. Up, wiggly, or normal? Look, I'm just asking questions. God, the din of the ambulances never stops, does it? Every 5 seconds, a tourist needs help. Oh, that doesn't work. Russian Santa Claus is weird. I am Russian Santa Claus. If only you could wrap the lights around the lifeless zoo animals. Wait a minute. Well, I just made them a little more festive and happier. There. Hey, Boris, come here. I don't even care the building's on fire. I've discovered a new game. A better game. Yes. This glorious Soviet facsimile zoo. This is how you keep the animals contained. The fences are just for looks. I mean, a bear could jump right over this, but when they're tied down with Christmas lights, there's no way. Wish I could zoom in a little more. Let's connect all the animals here. What the? Wait, whoa. Okay, I guess I do care that you set the building on fire. Hang on. No! I do need to connect these with roads. Oh! There goes all my power. No. Oh, why did you have to ruin my fun? The first time a fire actually destroys something. No, we were onto something here. What we found was something special. Oh my god, come on. Wait, did it fix itself? What? No. Just get rid of it. Fuck it. I'll pay for it with rubles. I need power. Okay, alright. Fun's over, guys. The fun police have decided that no. We gotta make sure all these have road connections so we don't lose power again. Actually, what I need to do is I need a fire station with a helicopter. That'll solve this problem. All right. Quit waffling about here. Let's go. Mud road. I don't care. Yeah, sure. The Christmas lights overloaded the power. That's the fun explanation. You could have literally rebuilt it there and connect the road to it. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I don't have a billion hours in this game. I'm just having fun. I'm surprised these conveyor engines have never caught fire. I do appreciate that mud roads make a squelch sound. Oh, this isn't as fun as Christmas lights, guys. You're just gonna have to suffer. You know, it kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? What was the name of that band? Oh wait, that's the bus station. It's already got a connection. Gershon Kingsley? That's the guy who made popcorn? Huh. Yeah, infrastructure is a pain, but it does look nice. It makes everything feel a little more believable until you can't connect it to the road you've already got. Can't the public just be shot out of cannons? That's what I've been saying, and no one listens to me. Like, you just need, like, one of those helmets, right? And then you can just, like, Gonzo the Great your way to work. But no! It's always safety concern that, and Geneva Convention that. Just fucking wiggly ass road there. I don't fucking care. Just make it as wide as possible. Yeah. I wonder how much of a range I would get out of a fire station with a helicopter. Electric organs. You know, I had a friend whose parents had an electric organ. That was a weird thing. Those were really popular in, like, the 70s. Oh, I built myself into a corner. Where's the remove roads tool? There it is. Alright, I'm probably missing a lot. I don't care. Let's build a fire station somewhere near water. But it doesn't have to be too close. Or can we just retrofit an existing one? Let's see. Where's the fire station here? Everything looks the same. It's all brutalist and depressing. Seriously, where's the fire station? There it is. Alright. Now we can't build a helicopter station here. Now, actually, you know what? I do know there is a limit, because I used to have a tenement out here that would frequently need an ambulance. And the one helicopter station I have on literally the other side of the country couldn't get to him, so, yeah, it's not foolproof. But a central location... Actually, right here would be a good spot. That's fairly close to water. Let's see. Why don't we get rid of the existing fire department if there is one here? What do they even look like? Oh, here it is. Alright, let's build the first one, then transfer the fire trucks over. Let's see. State Services, Emergency Fire Station. Yeah, I never messed with the one my friend had. Oh shit, is this? Okay, it does have fire. Alright, good. There they go! Whee! Let's see. Airplane. Oh, heliport. There we go. Cargo only? No, cargo fast. Alright, are there any levels here that these need to do? Fire bucket water capacity, there we go. Oh, here we go, yeah, total capacity. 47, 42 liters, yeah, that's the best one. It's a lot of money, but my Republic is worth it. Oh, someone left some logs there for us. Thank you. Oh, cool. These apartments that I finished 1 billion years ago are finally done. We're never gonna make our money back. It's only worth it if every emergency vehicle has booze. Well, that's what the emergency is, right? I mean, you know, yeah, gauze and you know, sutures and shit. Yeah, cool. But, I mean, you know, you gotta have a little vodka, too. Otherwise, it's not an emergency. Okay, you know what? I gotta pee really bad. And, I'm kind of out of things to do right now, except for wait for, like, money to come in. So, I think I'm gonna call it now. A little early, but we did what we, set out to do. We're self-sufficient as far as electricity goes. We're selling off a little bit of it. I gotta figure out how much we're actually making from this. But, yeah. We're self-sufficient. Oh, well, yeah. Next time, we can finish putting Christmas lights on all the animals. But until then... Oh my god. Telegram messages. Hi, Cooper. Yeah. Let's figure out who to raid because I actually don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hey, girl, stream team. That sounds as good as anything. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for our subscribers who are scrolling across the screen. You make the magic happen. Be sure to check out our Twitter for tweets on when we're going live and what we're doing or what we're not doing. And be sure to also check out our YouTube channel, the link below, to see our VODs when we get around to uploading them. And I have to wait for like a minute for the raid to go off. So Jay, if you could do that in like a few seconds, yeah. Good night, everybody.